Hello friends, and welcome back to our channel where we talk about living well, staying strong, and aging with grace. Today, we're diving into something that affects millions of older adults, joint pain and inflammation. If you wake up feeling stiff, or if simple tasks like walking, bending, or getting out of a chair feel harder than they used to, you're not alone. The good news is, what you put on your plate can actually play a big role in how your joints feel. Certain foods can increase inflammation in the body, while others can help reduce it naturally, easing discomfort and helping you stay mobile. Let's start by understanding what inflammation is. In simple terms, inflammation is your body's natural response to injury or infection. It's meant to protect you. But as we age, the body sometimes keeps that inflammation switched on longer than it should. That's when it starts doing more harm than good, especially in your joints. So, which foods are quietly adding fuel to that fire? One of the biggest culprits is processed sugar. Things like cookies, cakes, candies, and sweetened drinks may taste good, but they spike your blood sugar and trigger the release of inflammatory messengers in your body. Over time, this adds stress to your joints and can even worsen conditions like arthritis. Next up is refined carbohydrates, like white bread, white rice, and pastries. These foods break down quickly into sugar, causing similar inflammatory effects. They also lack the fiber your body needs to regulate digestion and reduce inflammation. Let's not forget fried foods. Anything deep-fried, like French fries, fried chicken, or even some crunchy snacks, are often cooked in oils that are high in omega-6 fatty acids. Now, our bodies do need some omega-6s, but too much, especially without enough omega-3s to balance them, can trigger chronic inflammation. Now, before we move on to the good stuff, the foods that help, I want to mention one more sneaky ingredient: trans fats. These are often found in margarine, store-bought baked goods, and some frozen meals. They not only increase inflammation but also raise bad cholesterol levels and lower the good kind, a double hit to your heart and joints. But don't worry, this isn't just a list of don'ts. Because here's the exciting part: there are plenty of delicious, everyday foods that can help calm inflammation and support your joints from the inside out. And I'll share them with you, one by one, in just a moment. Many seniors don't realize that chronic inflammation is often a silent contributor to joint pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. But the good news is, food can be your greatest ally. Let's start with one of the most powerful categories of anti-inflammatory foods: fatty fish. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats help lower levels of inflammatory markers in the body. In fact, several studies show that omega-3s can reduce joint swelling, tenderness, and even improve grip strength in older adults with arthritis. Try adding 2 servings of fatty fish each week to get this benefit. You can bake, grill, or steam the fish, just avoid deep frying, as it adds inflammatory oils back into the mix. Next, let's talk about berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, all of them are packed with antioxidants and compounds like anthocyanins that help reduce inflammation. They also support the body's ability to protect and rebuild cartilage. You can toss them in oatmeal, yogurt, or enjoy them as a light snack. And yes, frozen berries work just as well as fresh ones, just make sure they don't have added sugar. Another simple yet powerful food: olive oil. Especially extra virgin olive oil. This healthy fat contains oleocanthal, which works similarly to ibuprofen in reducing inflammation. Swap your butter or margarine with olive oil when cooking, and drizzle it over salads or vegetables. It's an easy and delicious way to support your joints with every bite. And we can't forget about leafy greens, like spinach, kale, and collard greens. They're full of vitamins C and K, both of which help keep your joints healthy and support your immune system. A daily salad, green smoothie, or even sautéed greens with garlic can go a long way. But there are also foods we need to be cautious of, and we'll talk about those. Now, while adding anti-inflammatory foods is important, removing the wrong foods can be just as powerful, maybe even more. Let's begin with one of the biggest culprits, refined sugar. Sugar is hidden in so many processed foods, cakes, cookies, sodas, and even things that seem healthy, like flavored yogurts or breakfast cereals. High sugar intake spikes insulin levels and leads to the release of inflammatory messengers in the body. For seniors already experiencing joint discomfort, this can make things much worse. Start checking labels and aim to reduce your intake of added sugars as much as possible. Your joints will thank you. Another major trigger is refined carbohydrates. These include white bread, white rice, and most packaged snack foods. They act just like sugar in the body, creating an inflammatory response. Try switching to whole grains like oats, quinoa, or brown rice instead. These alternatives provide fiber, vitamins, and steady energy without the inflammatory spike. Now let's talk about processed meats, things like sausages, hot dogs, and deli slices. These are often loaded with preservatives and advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which can directly promote inflammation and oxidative stress in the joints. Opt for fresh, lean cuts of meat instead, or better yet, try plant-based protein options a few times a week, like lentils or beans. Trans fats, found in many baked goods, margarine, and fried fast foods, are also especially harmful. They not only raise bad cholesterol but are strongly linked with increased inflammation throughout the body. Always check labels for partially hydrogenated oils, and avoid them completely if possible. And finally, excess alcohol can trigger flare-ups in joint pain, especially in conditions like gout. If you do drink, moderation is key. No more than 1 drink a day for older adults is generally recommended. Making these changes might seem difficult at first, but over time, your body begins to heal. You feel lighter, more mobile, and more in control of your own health. And remember, even small steps can lead to big improvements. In the final part of this video, we'll look at simple daily habits and a sample meal plan to support your joints long-term. Stay with me. Now let's put everything together into a simple daily routine that supports healthy joints and reduces inflammation naturally. Start your day with a warm glass of water with lemon. It gently detoxifies your system and hydrates your joints after a long night. Then, enjoy a breakfast that fuels you, something like a bowl of oatmeal topped with chia seeds, blueberries, and a handful of walnuts. This combo is packed with fiber, antioxidants, and omega-3s. Mid-morning, take a short walk or do some gentle stretching. Even 10 to 15 minutes of light movement can increase blood flow to the joints and ease stiffness. If you're able, try simple yoga or tai chi, both are excellent for mobility and balance. For lunch, think colorful and plant-based, a quinoa salad with leafy greens, cherry tomatoes, avocado, and olive oil. Add some grilled salmon or tofu for protein. Include a glass of water or green tea. Skip sugary drinks entirely. In the afternoon, try a healthy snack like a few almonds, a banana, or a slice of turmeric-spiced hummus toast. These are anti-inflammatory and keep your energy steady without causing joint flare-ups. Dinner should be light but nourishing. Maybe a vegetable stir-fry cooked in olive oil, with garlic, ginger, and turmeric, served with brown rice or lentils. Avoid heavy, greasy meals at night, they can disrupt sleep and worsen overnight stiffness. Before bed, a cup of warm chamomile or ginger tea can soothe your body and promote restful sleep, which is essential for recovery and joint repair. Finally, never underestimate the power of consistency. One healthy meal won't fix everything, but small, daily choices add up over weeks and months. Combine this anti-inflammatory diet with movement, proper hydration, and sleep, and you're giving your joints the best chance to stay strong and pain-free for years to come. So remember, what you put on your plate matters. Your food can be your best medicine, or your biggest trigger. Choose wisely, and your joints will carry you forward with strength and comfort. Thanks for watching.